How's it going, guys? Welcome back again for some more Tales from Timor. So being an American in a third world country definitely makes you more appreciative of the advantages that you have when you were growing up. And many of these benefits can be very obvious. In America, we have a robust infrastructure. So we have very good roads, we have plumbing, and we have a way of getting around to places far away. We have an educated populace that allows us to promote ideas such as feminism, gender equality, race equality, and various other social goods. And we also have a robust choice of food items that we can get. Like we can get pizza, we can get cheeseburgers, we can go to an Indian restaurant or a Thai restaurant if we just so chose to do that. However, one of the things I just never thought about being an advantage is the language that I speak. And language by its nature is something that we never think about. It's something instinctual. It's just something that we do as human beings. And the only time we do think about language is when we are placed in an area where no one speaks the same language that we do. And since I've been here in Timor for over 6 months, it means I've had a lot of time to think about the language that I speak. And I realized English is an incredibly OP language. So quick backstory on this whole thought experiment. So I'm tutoring some students in English, and like any high schooler, they end up asking me, Mr. Ben, why do we have to learn English? Well, my young Padawan, I ended up freezing up for a brief minute. Now, this isn't because I hadn't given any thought to the question or I didn't expect to be asked this question. It's just that all the answers that I wanted to give didn't seem applicable to someone in the student's position. It's just that to me, it seemed obvious because a bunch of other countries learn English as a second language, so it makes it a very effective way of communicating. But at the same time, they don't necessarily need to be learning English. The students can get by just on knowing Tetun alone because that's the language everyone around them speaks. So saying that you'll be able to travel to different countries and communicate with a lot of different people didn't really have enough weight to validate me giving this course in English. Now, of course, I didn't give this student no answer at all, but I did have to think about the question for a little bit, and I finally settled on my answer. English is a key to opening up a whole new world of knowledge and ideas. And as native English speakers, I feel like we are woefully unaware of how privileged a position we are in as native English speakers. I mean, for one thing, you gotta think about how many first world countries speak English. There's America, there's Canada, there's England, there's Australia, there's probably some more that I'm probably missing there. And so speaking English not only gives us access to the knowledge of our own country, but of all the other countries that speak English. We have a huge wealth of knowledge in all of these countries. And even if something is written in a language other than English, what do you think one of the first languages they translate it into is? I'll give you a hint. It's not Tetun. And that's what makes English such a powerful language, is the fact that so much knowledge is in English. So I believe it was Aristotle who came up with the phrase, knowledge is power. And we've already talked about how English is the key to pretty much all of the world's knowledge. So by being able to understand, read, listen to, and comprehend English, you are getting this key to an immense amount of power. By this student being able to understand English, this student could theoretically have access to engineering projects as to how to construct the best bridges and roads to help build Timor's infrastructure. Read about modern feminist theory to help bring about gender equality in Timor. And by understanding English, they may be able to bring back a recipe of how to produce and create pizza. So yeah, English is an incredibly OP language, and it's very valuable to learn. So when people ask me why I'm teaching English to kids in a third world country, I simply respond, I'm doing this because by improving people's access to knowledge, we give them the chance to improve themselves. Ate logu, guys. I'll see you next week. Before you click out of the video though, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, new Big Siefk single is going to be in the description below. Also, I've started, because I enjoyed Mic'd Up May so much and playing the covers, I've started posting those on my YouTube channel as well. So you should definitely go and check those out. Yeah, guys, I'll see you around.